Alright, so it is technically that time, and I am officially online, ready to go with some XCom. I'm going to give it just a little bit of time. Alright, there we go. Sorry, just setting up the stream a little bit. Had to retitle the video. I will also apologize in advance. I am getting over losing my voice just a little bit yesterday. I was at a convention here in San Diego showing off my board game, and I did a lot of talking. So, if my voice cracks a little, I apologize. But, hopefully, folks are watching, and everything is actually broadcasting properly this time around. I am going to give it just a couple minutes to see if anybody else wants to join up before I start. Hopefully people do, but then again, I've also tried starting a campaign a couple of times. It hasn't gone well, so... And for those of you who might be trying to watch with your phones, please let me know if that is working for you or not properly. When I was testing it yesterday, my phone wasn't showing the video portion. So I just want to know if it's my channel or if it's just the app in general or what. Alright, well, let's go ahead and kind of get things going, shall we? So, we are going to start a brand new campaign. As the title suggests, we're going to do Bronze and Brutal, so we're going to do it on Brutal difficulty. In the second wave, we're going to enable Bronze Man mode. My major reason for that, now that we've got the new kind of setup, we shouldn't have any glitches on the computer or the hardware side of things, but the game itself, especially with Long War mod, does occasionally do weird stuff where I can't see an enemy, or at least it has in previous playthroughs on my old laptop, where I couldn't see like a sectopod that was standing right in front of my face, and as a result it kind of squad wiped me in a couple previous playthroughs. So we're going to go with Bronze Man just so we can reload a mission if that kind of thing happens to occur, and we'll just hope that it doesn't. Otherwise, what do we want to go with? On the left-hand side, I like Itchy Trigger Tentacle, Commander's Choice. I like being able to assign my people their jobs, depending on what we need. Mind Hates Matter, and Perfect Information from the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, I do like New Economy. Kind of randomizes things, makes it a little bit less predictable. Hidden Potential, I also like that. Save Scum shouldn't matter because we're doing Bronze Man. Dynamic War, no. So Wear and Tear and War Weariness, I think these kind of help to balance out the hidden the potential benefits of Hidden Potential. Oh, sorry, not War Weariness, Total Loss. Apologize. And then Aiming Angles, which is another one that tends to benefit me more than the aliens. So that's where Wear and Tear and Total Loss are going to kind of counteract. So, alright, so that's second wave. In the advanced options, I'm going to turn off Operation Progeny and Slingshot. I'm going to turn on Iron Man, and we're going to reduce the beginner VO. Because as much as I love the game, the voiceovers do occasionally get kind of annoying. And with that, we are going to start the final super duper formal, official, actually official XCOM Long War campaign. So, for those of you who've tuned in with us on previous attempts, thank you very much for coming back and giving us yet another try. This one will stick, I promise. We may lose the campaign, but we'll actually get one started and off the ground this time around. I gotta say, as a giant sci-fi nerd, I would love, I would absolutely love if humanity made contact with alien life, provided, of course, neither side tried to kill the other one right away. If we could make peaceful contact with alien life, I think that would be pretty awesome. So, as much as I love this game, it's not what I understand. Also, if you are watching, please feel free to chat in the window. It will show up at the bottom of the screen, so keep an eye out for that. I always like to chat back and forth with folks when I get the opportunity. It makes me feel like I'm not so alone. It's very, very alone. And, you know, it never really does go into an explanation as to what that green goo stuff is. I don't know if it just, like, puts people in a stasis, or if it kills them and then, like, provides nutrients for them.
Hello, Commander.
Really
In light of the recent extraterrestrial incursion, this Council of Nations has convened to approve the activation of the XCom project. You have been chosen to lead this initiative, to oversee our first and last line of defense. Your efforts will have considerable influence on this planet's future. We urge you to keep that in mind as you proceed. Good luck, Commander.
And there it is. Have I mentioned how much I love this game? It's a lot. But that's probably one of the only actual cutscenes or cinematics that I'll watch, just because most of you have probably seen these on other channels and whatnot already. If you haven't, if you're new to XCOM and you really want to watch it, let me know, and I'll try to let them play through. But otherwise, so we had a discussion last time about the bases, but I don't think anybody actually got the chance to hear that because of how choppy it was. So there are a few starting locations that I'm a big fan of for different reasons. I like Australia because it gives you that extra 5 ability points. It means your soldiers are just that little bit better. 5 ability points across 5 stats may not seem like much, but every once in a while it really helps one person shine through over another. The Brazil Jungle Scouts ability, giving you the extra item slot, is really amazing. I did the playthrough that I kind of learned Long War on, and I got the furthest in, was a Jungle Scouts based campaign, and that extra small item slot really came in handy, letting people get an extra grenade or an extra high cap mags or whatever, so I could take out one extra shot. Really came in handy. I do like Canada's advanced preparations. You start with a lab and a workshop. Yeah, let's... Sorry, my computer decided it wanted to try to restart on me. I had to tell it no. So advanced preparations gives you a lab and a workshop right away. That can be huge long term. The workshop gives you the extra engineers, which you need a minimum number of engineers to do certain projects. That doesn't come up right away, but it means I have to stress less about getting engineers in general. So I like that one a lot. Plus, it's Canada, and my wife is Canadian, so I've got a soft spot. Now, China's, I can't pronounce this, so I'm not going to try because I don't want to offend anybody with my absolutely abysmal pronunciation, but the ability to start with a workshop and a repair bay already built is actually huge as well, because again, it gives you those engineers from the workshop, and the repair bay comes in really handy with those second wave options I selected where my items will break after missions. It won't be relevant immediately because I'll have like all the standard starting items, and I'll have an infinite number of them. So it's not an immediate use, but long term, having a repair bay up and ready to go could be really good, kind of in the later early game. And then let's see, what else do I like? Advanced Foundry Repair, or Advanced Repair Foundry Project gives you faster repair time for aircraft, mechanized units, and damaged soldier gear. Could also be great because that is for aircraft and mechs and shivs, and it kind of boosts up the repair bay once we get it. So that might be best because that is actually going to give us a little bit of an oomph and a little bit of extra oomph in the air game, getting those damage interceptors back in the air faster. So I may actually go this route. I haven't played this one before, so I think it's a good start. Let's give it a try and see how we can do with it. So it'll be new territory for me. We're gonna go for it.
We're heading to South Africa for this one, and we need to get down there fast. We've picked up a local broadcast indicating alien activity within a major metropolitan area. We should get down there and eliminate any hostiles.
I always forget how quickly the launch mission thing comes up now on this new computer. It's kind of nice. Also, please let me know how the audio is. It's a new headset,
Strike
so
one.
I'm not
This is
entirely
Central.
sure if it's
You are free to
at the
engage
right
all
levels or not.
hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
We did do some testing yesterday to see how it all worked, and it seemed like everything was nice and smooth, but you know how it is. Sometimes you test it, and you test it again, and even then, you still run into problems. So, feedback is much appreciated. Alright, so let's see here. Who do we have? We've got Kadir. Kadir has reasonably good will, 5 health and 64 offense. So not amazing offense-wise, but that's okay. Solid. Akinwande, I think is how you pronounce that. Nice health, okay will, decent offense. Can't complain there. Zosa, average offense, decent will, decent health. Okay, so pretty average there. Pranada, good offense, good will, health is okay. Vandenberg, ooh, nice offense. Now, part of that's the laser sight, but I'm not going to argue with it. Will is decent, health is decent. And last but not least, we've got Atayeva. Good health, a little bit lower on everything else than the rest, but that's okay. We've got an AP and a frag, an AP and a flashbang, an AP and ceramic plating, an AP and a med kit, that's nice, an AP and a flashbang, and then an AP and the laser sight. Okay. So we took a little stock of what we have. That's great. Let's
I'm on it.
be a little bit conservative for
Overwatch.
initial moves here. Just want to make sure we're not doing anything that's going to attract too much attention too quickly.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Will do.
Come get some.
So I'm going to do a little trick that
Moving
I
out.
learned watching some of my favorite XCom streamers.
Roger that. Scanning for hostiles.
In particular, for those of you who know him, Beetle Rush.
Merci. Je surveille
Not
le
that I know
point.
him personally, I'm just a fan
Поехали.
of his streams. So since none of the aliens have been activated, I feel pretty safe leaving these 3 soldiers out of cover.
Начинаю
With
наблюдение.
trigger tentacle, there's always the possibility that they might take a shot at me when they reach. But it's a gamble I'm willing to take just on these first couple rounds. I'm able to get a couple more. One down, one wounded, and they're gonna be a bit tough. Whoa, hold on. How did that happen? So that was a total of 4 activations in the first pod and 3 in the second pod. And we've got 2 dead, 1 from each pod, and 1 wounded. So it was 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 dead, or 5 alive, 1 of them wounded. So let's see what we can do here. I'm gonna bring Granada over
On it.
here.
Make ready.
Pardon me, I'm gonna cough. I apologize.
They're repositioning on us.
Sorry about that. I don't think I got to my mute button in time. New headset, I forgot where it was. Well, see, this is an issue. We've got lots of aliens. So, how do we want to handle this? We want to be careful about taking cover along the backs of these vehicles here, because they've got us flanked from an elevated position on the right. I really wasn't expecting 2 pods to activate on their turn, and then also run into 1 on our flank on our turn. So let's, we're going to wheel around. Hopefully this is out of range of this elevated position. Just have to see how it goes. They really do not have great spots, so
Yes, I copy.
I'm gonna bring Granada back over here to this full cover.
Ok, je surveille la zone.
Eva, you're gonna come over here. Got some nice corner cover. Hopefully we can use a few people up here to defend this railing so that nothing gets an elevated flank on our guys over here. See how that hopefully works out for us. I'm wondering if I put them here, will that make her visible through the high cover of this van? It's really difficult to say. I don't think I'm going to chance it. So what I'm going to do, I think we can make it over there. That is disappointing. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to bring Akamwande over here. Corner cover. They won't be able to see him. They won't be able to look directly down over that ledge to see him. So that'll work out. I'm going to do the same thing with Kadir. Back to this spot. And I'm going to overwatch this. 35%. They hit these a lot for me when they're fighting. I don't know if everybody else has the same problem. Just to see if we're online and we're good. It's okay. Sorry, folks. I know that the 40. There it is. 44% chance, and of course they hit me. But that's fine. Whatever. That is XCom, folks. That is XCom. So we're going to use a liberal application, explosives, to get out of this situation. So I think I'm going to put Eva here. She's going to toss this HE grenade right up next to these guys. Bollocks, as the English would say. I'm going to bring Kadir up to this corner spot.
I'm rolling.
And then again, we're going to use a little. Oh, what's my chance to hit here? 43. I don't trust it. Because of the crappy situation we're in, we're just going to go ahead and go grenade heavy. We brought him for a reason. Let's make use of him. So that's going to that should take care of this pod that was over here. They only activated with 3, and we killed 1 of them on reveal, and that's 2 more with grenades. And that puts Kadir up in an elevated position. So hopefully we can bring her along this edge and make decent use of her. Assuming other aliens are around here, which is entirely possible, so we'll see what happens. Really kind of thought that kill
Copy that.
Dudes already. Oh, reaction shot from who? Oh, screw you.
How about the fire?
I should have known it was on Overwatch. I totally ignored it. Another one? Really?
Taking fire over here.
That's two 50% shots. That, well, more or less 50% shots if we round up. That miss. That's kind of nice. Good news. Although it does leave us flanked by this jerk. So I'm falling back.
Affirmative.
It's like. And I really would prefer to get more than one. Oh yeah, voice is a little too quiet. What can I do?
Throwing grenade!
Increase the. Oh, maybe I'll just. Or should I decrease the volume of the game?
J'ai rechargé.
So I don't want to increase the volume on the mic itself just yet. Mic. So what I'm going to do, once my turn starts again, I will lower the game volume. Ha. Okay, so there's the wounded guy. He's been mind merged, but that's fine because he moved twice, and he's the guy who mind merged and is kind of out of commission as well. All right, Vandenberg, keep your head down.
On prend pour cible.
I'll take that. Anybody on Overwatch? No, he's gonna have high cover. That's bad news. Keep your head down.
On prend pour cible.
And we only have to weather one more attack. Let's see if we can do this. How's that high cover? Of course. Yes, 35% shots. One of them is bound to hit statistically. Even though, were it I'm pretty sure that those odds would not work out that way. So let's bring Kadir
Moving.
to the spot. Let's make some use of his, or sorry, her positioning. We're gonna go ahead and take this 54% shot.
X-ray
Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I got so carried away, I forgot to go in and change the volume. So I'm just going to do one little adjustment. I'm not going to do anything too major at the moment, because I don't want to go overboard in the other direction. So let's see here.
Bien, commandant.
Apparently the explosions are also a little bit too loud, so I will turn down the sound effect volume. I like the explosions, thank you very much. My wife has said that I use too many explosions, and as such it makes it difficult for people to hear me. So for the sake of a coherent live stream, I will turn down the explosive sound effects. Let me know if they're still too loud. Now, again, I'd love to get multiple aliens with each grenade, but at the moment, Vandenberg here is down to 2 health, so 2 Mind Frays would kill her, because they do 1 damage each. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go, again, be a little bit fast and loose with our grenades here, to see if we can't deal with the situation that we find ourselves in. Atayeva is going to come up here, because I know there's one sectoid still in this area. Let's see if I can't lay a little trap for him. Let's see here.
Copy that.
This position. Let's go ahead and get Zosa over on this corner cover here. What can I see? That jerk is still there? Okay, we're gonna Overwatch. Hope that if someone decides to
Alright.
get frisky, you can take him out. A couple of 36% shots missed. Always makes you feel good when that happens. We're gonna get Atayeva over. I guarantee you that guy's on Overwatch. But no guts, no glory. Let's hope that it's a miss. Yep.
Противник открыл огонь.
And more importantly, let's hope there aren't any more aliens up here, because that would kind of suck. I'm gonna leave that decision for later. Actually, I don't wanna make that decision just yet. Do we have enough? Okay. We actually can kind of deal with this situation, so let's try to do that.
Solid copy.
I can one day up here. I hear that meld, the
Fading out.
siren song of the meld. And I'm tempted, but the fact of the matter is, we got a little bit.
No longer a threat.
All right, so that was good. I'm gonna take this shot with Atayeva. Perfect.
Объект
I
уничтожен.
know you might wonder why I felt
Heading to that location.
remotely hesitant about that, but 77% shots are essentially guaranteed to miss. At least that's the mindset you have to go into in XCom. You want to maximize your chances as much as possible. So I'm going to disorient that guy. Even if he does decide to mind frame me, it's not the end of the world. No, it doesn't matter.
No longer good work out there,
Nice.
Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert. Teams are
unlock
standing
web
by
work.
for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
Thank you, Dr. Valen. So we did lose one. We're going to jump into the memorial and just pay our respects. It was an unfortunate loss right at the very beginning, but
Commander to the
that was a
research
rough
labs.
activation, so
Commander to the
not much we
research
could have
labs.
done otherwise. But we made it work. Took one actual casualty and one wound. So
Welcome to XCom HQ, Commander. I'm Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold: providing tactical support for our field operations, and keeping you briefed on the current situation. My efforts should allow you to focus on the bigger issues at hand. Speaking of...
thank you, Bradford. Appreciate that. So let's take a look at what we've got to work with. Kadir looks like she is going to be an assault or a...
Commander to the research
Infantry,
labs.
or
Commander to
infantry,
the
I should say.
research labs.
I think I'm going to go ahead and make her an assault. She's got decent mobility. Her aim isn't the greatest. Her health isn't spectacular, but we can fix that. The mobility is the hardest thing to get, and so for an assault, we're going to go and give that to her. And she's got decent health, so that's not too bad.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
You know, I'm going to come back
The
here.
recovered artifacts are being unloaded.
Sorry, I really can't stand the...
It seems the complexities of our latest research projects are overwhelming the
Constant
current staff. I
frustrations
hope you'll
of
consider
the,
seeking out additional scientists to bolster the team.
the computer.
Every member of the council is
Paging
going
me.
to want satellite coverage, so we should plan our...
Capacity.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Sorry, that's all clear now. I don't know why that doesn't get rid of that when you say reduce beginner VO, but there it is. So I started some research on alien weaponry. It's kind of the most important one early on because you want to get beam weapons out ASAP. In Longmore, beam weapons give you an aim bonus. They also are going to give you better damage than the kind of ballistics. So they're just a good investment to get started right away. Let's go into engineering. We'll just take care of some of this housekeeping stuff before I go in and promote the rest of my soldiers. Whoops. Not build quickly. So we're going to do 10 sawed-off shotguns. They don't cost anything because all we have to do is convert regular shotguns, which we have an infinite number of for free. But I like having them as sidearms for my engineers. I like giving them to my medics, etc. So we're going to go that route. There is no point, well, I shouldn't say there's no point in having an extra satellite. There is definitely a point in having an extra satellite. We just don't have the capacity to launch it right away. I think I'm gonna
Commander,
build one anyways.
Our current satellite uplink facilities are at full capacity. We should build additional uplinks as soon as possible to allow for new satellite deployments.
As you can see,
Maximum
we have
capacity.
one satellite
Additional
of one in
uplink
orbit,
required.
and we've got 0 satellites available. So It's good to have one on hand, though, so that if a UFO raider comes in and shoots down my one existing satellite, I can just pop it right back up and not worry too much about it. We can also see our panic levels. Brazil isn't doing so hot. They're probably going to be the ones to leave. Egypt, despite us having our base there, is a little bit hot at the moment, and so is South Africa. UK, Germany, China, and Australia. India seems like they are golden, so maybe they'll be the ones to leave. It's hard to say. It might be that they're golden because they're in good with the aliens and they're not suffering any attacks. So we're going to jump into the hangar real quick, and we are going to order an extra interceptor. They cost 200. We have 200. Let's just go for it. Luckily, having the ability to repair our interceptors a little bit faster is going to be really invaluable, but we still need that one extra, or two extra, once we can afford it, those two extra interceptors to really kind of solidify the early air game so we don't get our satellites shot down every couple of weeks. Oops, I don't want to transfer. No. No, what I want to do is I want to edit loadout. I want to equip this guy with Stingray missiles. Raven 3, you're also going to get Stingray missiles. So because Stingray missiles have slow fire rate, low damage, but medium armor penetration, versus the avalanche missiles that kind of come standard. So slow fire rate, medium damage, low armor penetration. So they swap damage and armor pen. So I like to have one of both because the Raider UFOs have higher armor, so they're tougher to take down with the avalanche missiles. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're going to rename our ship. So we've got Flight Officer Bouncer Brandt. We've got Flight Officer Blastoff Ito. Beaker Van Pelt. Pagan Temple. I like that one. And then we'll find out who our fifth pilot is once they arrive. So, we now have 0 monies, as you can see here. So we're going to go ahead.
Contact detected.
Well, we will promote, but it's not something we have to do right this second. So we'll go back in and we'll promote them later. In fact, what we're going to do now is we're going to scramble one of our lovely interceptors, and we are going to try to take out this UFO contact. It's a small... There are a few different philosophies on how to take care of this. I'm a fan of going aggressive, taking them down, giving our pilot a kill to make them a little bit better in their future missions, and just kind of generally showing the aliens who's boss right away. If only it worked that easy all the time. And because we've got the Advanced Foundry project, or Advanced Repair project, I don't have to worry quite so much about the repair time on these guys. So, which is good because we took 2 hits right out of the gate. Nice. Come on. Yes. All right.
Central, this is Voodoo 37. We have a confirmed kill on Bogey 001.
All right. So we're going to be sending a Sky Ranger. So we're going to outfit a squad of 6 real quick. 35 hours there on the mission. And our soldiers are currently... Oh, they're days out from being ready for action. So we're not going to be bringing any of our existing... our specialists, sorry, our previously promoted soldiers. We're going to be bringing an all-new squad. Luckily, we've got a few people that look like they are very, very promising, quite talented individuals, so we'll bring them along. Alright, so there's no point wasting any time. We're just going to go right into the mission, he says, as he wastes a couple of hours. And here we go. So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab PFC Yen Ho. Aim of 71 is a great start. Low mobility, but good health. I'm really hoping that I can pick up Ho as either an infantry or a sniper, ultimately. We've also got Lemaire here. 69 aim, 11 mobility, and 5 health. So she's a good partner to Ho. Hopefully the two of them go really far. McKay has 67 aim, 12 mobility, 5 health. So traded a couple points of aim for a couple points of mobility. I'm okay with that trade. Roberts has a good mobility, decent health, decent aim, so she's going to come with us. I saw someone down at the very bottom. Yeah, we've got a 70 aim, 12 health, or 12 mobility and 3 health. So Vinogradova can come with us. And who else do we want to bring? Got anybody else in the high 60s? Oh yeah. Enrique Ramirez, 68 aim, 15 mobility, and 3 health. You will do nicely. So, how do I want to do this? I think what I want to do is I want to take Ho. He's got that low mobility that I mentioned. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give him a ceramic plating. I'm going to give him a laser sight so that he's got sitting on a 75 aim. That is going to let him keep that assault rifle on hand, so he's doing a little bit more damage. If we run into drones, it'll be more likely to kill them versus the assault carbine. And we are keeping him, against my normal better judgment, we're keeping an attack vest versus the attack armor, because if we give him the attack armor, it bumps his mobility down to 10. Although it does give him the 8 health. I'm going to think on that and I'll come back to it. Lemaire is going to be kind of loaded out the same way. We're going to do ceramic plating. We're going to do laser sights. You know, 10 mobility is not that bad. We don't have to rush through this. It's a bunch of rookies. It's a crashed UFO. I'm really not focused on the meld. As much as it's great to get it early, it's just not a super priority for me right now. So I'm going to go with McKay. We're going to go assault carbine, attack armor. We're going to leave him with the ceramic plating, but we're actually going to toss a flashbang on him. And Roberts, we're going to do... the same thing with Roberts here. There we go. And then finally, Ramirez. We've got that awesome mobility. We're going to let you take full advantage of that. We're actually going to give you, I think, an AP grenade. Grenade sounds pretty good. You're definitely getting tack armor. Assault carbine. Now, that does run her aim pretty high. I don't technically need to do that, but the fact of the matter is... Oh, no, I want to give you an AP grenade. There we go, that's what I want to do. The fact of the matter is, because she's got such good aim and whatnot, I want to kind of balance her out just a little bit more. So she's got kind of average health, average mobility, and above average aim. So she's going to be a shooter for us. And she's also got a grenade that she can deliver if the need arises. So I like to kind of array my... or not array, what am I talking about here? I like to equip my squad for a variety of different situations. So I've got some explosives if I get some clustered aliens, or if I need to deal guaranteed damage to finish something off. I've got a couple of flashbang grenades that'll help us. We're really going to try to save these for taking out the outsider, the commander for the UFO. And then we've got a couple shooters that are kind of dedicated shooters, as well as one shooter who's going to do a little less damage but has a little bit better mobility. So she's going to be useful for flanking maneuvers and things like that if the situation arises. So, there we go. We're going to go ahead and go out with the squad. We're going to launch the mission. I will, like I tried with the previous stream attempt, I'm going to rename all of these soldiers probably to different superhero aliases.
We're dropping you just inside the Egyptian border. It looks like the aliens went down in a sparsely populated area.
Or between
if there are civilians in the area, I hope they stay clear.
Now this mission, or this map, is actually kind of a fun one. I end up getting this map a lot for some reason. It's one of the maps that came in the Enemy Within expansion, I believe.
Loud and clear, Big Sky.
For the vanilla
We'll monitor
XCom.
those readings from here.
And it's just a fun map. Sometimes you end up getting a lot of contact inside or right around this farmhouse, and so you end up having to kind of, control your perimeters a little bit and secure the building. Other times you'll come out here and you'll get, you'll get a lot of contact within this little area that's got a couple little sheds and it's got some tractors and hay bales. So that's a little bit more dynamic. You end up having to kind of like bound through cover in order to get to any decent flanks. More frequently, I know that the UFO on this map is basically right up here, directly in front of where we landed. So that's kind of frustrating, just because it kind of forces us to take that. Well, it doesn't force us to. We could go around the right side. I tend to go straight ahead and try to secure the UFO, but that has bitten me in the past, where I've gone up for the UFO here and then been flanked from this side, and I'm dealing with an outsider in nigh indestructible high cover, as well as his little buddies kind of giving him support. So I think this time around, the order of the day is trying something new. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to wheel around, and I'm going to go off to the right, and I'm going to secure the map in this direction first, and we're kind of going to just sacrifice the meld. We're going to say no thank you to the meld. We're trying to cut back. I hear it's terrible on your hips, so we're just going to...
Bien, commandant.
We're just going
J'ouvre l'œil, commandant.
to swear off the meld for this playthrough. Well, not this playthrough, but this particular mission, and we'll go from there. So we know that there are no aliens out to this soldier's sight range, so I'm not going to move past her. I think that's kind of... Yeah, there we go. Ho, let's bring you up to this little half cover here.
I'm on it.
Yes, Commander.
Okay,
Got cover, Commander.
Headed there now.
and Roberts. Now, one
Eyes peeled, Commander.
drawback to leaving the UFO and thus the outsider for last is that I'm more likely to end up in a position where I need to use my flashbangs before I get to the outsider, which isn't ideal because really the outsider's aim is so good that we want to have the ability to disorient him at least a couple turns in a row so that we can flank him and just kill him with overwhelming firepower. But like I said, the prospect of being flanked is pretty bad, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try a slightly different approach this time.
Bien, commandant. Scan en cours. Aye, aye. Affirmative. Covering now.
Heading out.
That is actually not where I wanted to put McKay, but it's
Ready
gonna
to
happen.
overwatch.
I made my bed. I'm gonna sleep.
Copy
in it.
that.
Let's bring Ho over here. He's gonna kind of cover this window area,
Roger that.
which could be bad because if a pod patrols over there, then it'll activate them. It's
I
it
don't
is what it
think
is.
we're
It just
alone
means
out here.
we've identified where some aliens are, and we can then reorient and kill them. All right, we're safe. Well, we're not safe. We don't have any
Rejoins la
contact in that
position.
direction. So let's continue moving up.
En observation.
You know
I'm
what,
on the
Roberts,
move.
let's bring you back here. That's actually not a bad spot. As we saw in the previous map, we can occasionally get aliens that are basically hugging the perimeter of the encounter or the operational area. So it's always good to not just assume
Covering now.
that is clear, and like you could in
Moving to
vanilla.
possession.
In vanilla, they tended to be situated more towards the middle or the far end of the map, and that is absolutely not the case in Longmore. Aha, see, there it is. There it is. Now, hopefully that's not leaving Ramirez kind of flapping in the breeze. I guess we'll have to find out, huh? Actually, it could be bad just all around.
Направляюсь на точку.
Let's bring her back here.
Вижу в оба.
Hopefully, if they're going to move into position, we'll be able
Good to go.
tag at least a couple of them with some Overwatch shots. We've got enough.
On Overwatch.
We've got enough reaction fire. We should be able to manage it. Ramirez, 44 isn't amazing, but you know what? Go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it. All right, I'll take that. 2 damage. Not a kill, but he's wounded, so they'll hopefully think twice before messing with us. Although now they're behind full cover, and I'm not. 36% miss. That's nice. Let's let's hope the other two are equally good marksmen, or equally bad marksmen. Look at it. Okay, I always like it when the wounded one mind phrase. Alright, come on. There's
Adjusting aim.
For all intents and purposes, 50% shot that misses. One more. Oh, yes. Alright, now I feel like a genius for putting her there, but only because it worked out. Let's see. You know what, Ramirez? You're already in half cover. I'm going to move you up. Let's see what we can get done with this. Alright, Roberts, let's get you up to this half cover now. You have a kill, so I'd like to avoid taking the shot with you if I can. I will if I have to, but... McKay, that's a terrible spot to put you, because I could easily activate something that's over in this direction. I'm going to leave that. I don't want to make that decision just yet. I'll leave it. Let's go ahead and bring Vino Gradova over to that spot that Roberts was in. Put her on Overwatch. We're going to bring Ho up to Gradova's spots. And so this is what we call bounding. You're basically moving people up in small bursts. Typically, I guess in actual military tactics, a bounding advance is where you have the back line move beyond the front line, and then the front line moves up next and all that stuff, but whatever. We don't have to be technically accurate, just to sound good. Although, if Tom, if you're watching, feel free to critique my my tactics after the fact. I'm happy to get any pointers that you might have. I forgot I didn't want to take that shot with Roberts, but oh well. She missed anyways. McKay, come on.
Damn it, enemy's still alive.
Alright, so here's the question. Do I use a grenade at this point? And if I do, how do I do it? So the tricky thing with grenades in Long War is that their proximity to the enemy is actually important. Not only do you have to get them within the effective area of the sphere, the indicator, the closer they are to the actual point of impact of the grenade, the more damage they're going to take. So, if I do this, the guy towards the center of the radius is more likely to take damage, but it's not guaranteed to be 4 damage. The guy at the edge may not take any. It's a gamble. But if I can get 2 of these guys with 1 grenade, it'll be worth it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to do a little bit more. No, I lied. I'm going to prioritize the guy with the 3 health. If the guy on the edge dies, great. But really, I want the guy with the 3 health to die so that the 1 health guy can be left, because he's in half cover. So let's hope this works out. Okay, so the 3 damage killed that guy, but like I mentioned, the guy in the far reaches of the grenade area didn't take any damage. So it's an unfortunate prediction to have come true, but it's not the end of the world. He's bailing. So a 1 health sectoid I feel pretty good about hunting down. Well, I don't know about like pretty good. I'm not proud of it necessarily, but I'm not scared of it. Let's put it that way. Ramirez, let's get you over here. Okay. No sign of the little guy yet. Let's go ahead and bring Roberts up.
Got it covered.
On my way.
Okay, let's get you up on the corner of this little shed.
Overwatch, aye.
Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're actually going to bring these last 3 that are bringing up the rear. We're going to dig them in here, just in case we get an activation from the barn or kind of just that general vicinity. The idea here isn't that I want them to split off, it's that I just want to cover my back, and then I can always fall back in with the rest of the group if need be. So what we're going to do is we're going to overwatch Ramirez. We're going to move McKay up. Overwatch McKay.
Scanning.
Координаты получены.
Vino Gradova over and over.
Начинаю наблюдение.
On my way.
Let's get Ho over here behind this full cover.
I'm on it.
And
En
Lemire just there.
observation.
And then Roberts, you're gonna reload.
Back online.
Try to kind of reload
was making that noise?
in sequence rather than everybody at once. Oh, there he is. There he is. We got him. Okay, how you feeling about this? Can I get you into a better position to take this shot?
On
Let's
it.
get you over here. Nice.
Hostile.
Excellent.
Under resupply.
If you're gonna use your last round, your last bullets, or your last rounds, if you want to get technical, best to do it when you're taking the enemy out. So let's reload. We haven't had any indication that there's more contact over here,
Принято.
and we do have a meld canister, so we're gonna grab that meld canister. We're gonna take our time.
Good to go.
Gonna be a little bit safe. We've got some people covering us.
On Overwatch.
C'est parti.
Honestly, that that engagement went a little bit better than it had any right to.
Solid copy.
Leaving some of my soldiers kind of flanked in these positions wasn't the best move, but even though I was literally talking about it as it happened, I didn't really expect to find aliens right along the edge of or the perimeter of the map, so it was a bit of a surprise. Ramirez, let's get you up here. Position to get that meld next turn.
Copy that.
Okay, you're gonna take this full cover and reload.
Green to go.
Be nice and safe.
Poniéndome en guardia.
Я пошла. Вижу противника.
That's the itchy trigger tentacle thing I mentioned, where aliens will sometimes shoot at you instead of moving. He hit her, but only for 1 damage. So that's not as nearly as bad as it
Moving
could
to
be.
position.
Roberts, he's got 2 health. Do me a favor, take this down for me, would you? So I don't have to worry about it.
X-ray neutralized.
Roberts, I like you. I liked you from the beginning. Knew there was a reason. Now I know what that reason is. So I happen to know that there is. Oh wait, I actually missed if there were 3. Pardon me for the cough, folks. I missed if there were 3 enemy or 3 drones that activate or just 2. So I am kind of torn on what to do with Roberts actually.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh, I'm gonna bring up here. Oh yeah, 75% to hit. Come on. Oh, yes.
Bye-bye.
And that's why you give a couple people assault rifles, folks, because early game, 1 shot from an assault rifle is much more likely to kill a drone than 1 shot
Координаты
from
получены.
a carbine. So I'm gonna fall her back. Alright, there was 1 more drone. Come on, bring it on. Let's go. Lemaire, 51%. You know, for a group of rookies, you guys are really good. Glad I brought you. Did that meld just Classic. Okay, so the meld that we were hoping to get, that we were literally in position to grab this turn, expired. I should have listened to the sound cues, and I didn't. I was being silly and got a little bit tunnel vision there. But that's fine. It worked out. Let's bring Roberts
Heading to
around
that
back into the
location.
card here.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Really don't want to activate anything else, so let's scout out this area. So we've had 3 sectoids and 3
Ясно. Начинаю наблюдение.
3 sectoids, 3 drones. It's a total of 6. We know we've got an outsider in the UFO. Now on these small scout missions in
I don't think
Longboard,
we're alone
they're
out
guaranteed to have at least 1 more pod of either drones or sectoids. It's hard to say what, but I know they're out there. So I'm going to try to see if I can find them, preferably in such a way that I am able to kill them easily. I am going to take an opportunity to reload
Affirmative.
my little assault team here. I know they're only missing 1 shot, but when you've only got 3, every round counts.
Moving
So
to
let's
position.
make
I'm
sure
ready.
everybody is loaded and ready to go.
Heading for that location.
Okay.
Nice build, Commander.
Ramirez. Now you know what? Actually, the meld canisters are surprisingly fragile for alien artifacts. So moving him behind that
Я
thing that
бегу.
could easily be destroyed with an errant shot and leave him exposed is probably not a great idea.
Действую.
It's fine. We're sure he'll be safe. After all, it's XCom. What's the worst that could happen?
Aye, aye,
Let's go ahead and bring Ho up here into this little truck bed. Alright, I like that. That's a good spot. Lemaire, we're gonna actually
Bien,
gonna bring you up
commandant.
into the truck bed as well.
Affirmatif.
I don't think
Je
that's
couvre
high
la
enough
zone.
cover for it to, or high enough of a
Can it
height
done.
for it to count for an elevation bonus, but that's fine. It makes them feel better. Lemaire and Ho are famously like cats. They like to sit up high so they can kind of see what's going on around them. It was on their XCOM application forms, in fact. So Ramirez got a nice little spot just in case they try to surprise us.
Affirmative.
McKay, these feed bags are particularly sturdy, and we've got some wood pallets here.
Буду
They're
настороже.
not pallets, are they? They're actually just stacks of 2x4s.
Shut up. Listen.
One of the things I was kind of looking forward to with losing my voice was doing the "I'm Batman" thing, but sadly it didn't
Aye,
really
aye,
give me the
Commander.
raspiness. It mostly just made me sound like I'm the
Moving to
awkward teenager
Overwatch.
from The Simpsons. Excuse me,
Going
Mr.
cover.
Alien. I'd prefer if you didn't shoot
Got
me.
my eyes on.
Alright, let's not get crazy here. Let's not get crazy. If you want to get crazy, I'll get crazy, but
Bien.
let's not do it
En
without getting
guardia,
crazy.
por supuesto.
Поняла.
Alright, Vinogradova.
Ну подходите, гады.
That's the problem with
Je vais vers la position.
loading out my
Bien.
baby
Je
assaults
surveille
the
le
way I
coin.
did is that their mobility is absolutely atrocious. Let's bring you
Solid
actually.
copy, Commander.
Let's bring you over here. Change approach just a tiny bit. Oh, really? Okay, well, I'll take this, I guess. Looks like 2 sectoids. With any luck,
the
it'll be
target.
1 sectoid here in a second, but not if that shot is anything to go by. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's Roberts. We know. Oh, yeah.
They're starting to lose ground.
Roberts is amazing. I mean, you know, as the commander, I don't want to pick favorites or anything, but Roberts is definitely my favorite.
Headed there now.
All right, Ho, let's see. You got a 45 shot. You're behind full cover. He's behind half cover. It's as good a time as any. Oh, you missed him by the hair on his
I'm
chin.
trying to pull back.
Missed the target.
J'avance.
Lemaire, let's go ahead and see if you can't. No, not quite.
Try some
Just
surveillance.
barely out of range. I don't want to give Roberts more kills. As much as I like Roberts, I don't want to feed her too many kills because then
Принято.
that's preventing other people from getting promotions. Vinogradova, come on. Oh, it's so close. That's a really. It's good. I like that. That's a good start.
Ya voy.
Ramirez, what about you? No, can't see him.
A ello voy.
Okay. Fine. Let's see what you can do with 40. That's frustrating.
Negative damage.
That's affirmative.
Roberts, let's get you behind full cover. I don't know, do we overwatch her? He's only got 1 health. If you mind phrase us, it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. But if he gets a lucky shot off on... if he gets a lucky shot off on... Oh, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible commander. Whoever this is, the one that got wounded before, could kill her. She's behind full cover, but that's by no means a guarantee. She's the only one I'm really worried about because he's too far back for him to for the sectoid to see him. He's on Overwatch, so if he runs forward, which would be dumb, hopefully he can kill him. I'm gonna Overwatch Roberts. He's probably gonna retreat anyways. Nope, he's gonna shoot. Okay, perfect.
Incoming over here.
I guess I could have steadied weapon there. That would have been just as good. Oh, you're almost awesome, but you're always just a little bit off. Vinogradova, let's go ahead and see if you can't get it. You deserve a little retribution.
Дерьмо. Affirmatif.
I don't know what you just said, Vina Gradova, but I agree with you completely. Lemaire? Yes, there we go.
Je l'ai plombé.
Lemaire finishes it off.
Rock and roll.
We're gonna reload.
Let's do this.
Now, here's the unfortunate thing. This door is open, which means assaulting the UFO from here, that outsider is going to be able to see us from miles and miles away. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start falling everybody back so that we can assault from this side. We're basically going to come through the barn so that it's going to block the outsider's line of sight. We're going to come up to this solid wall, and then we're going to have two teams. We're going to have one flashbang, one AP, and one shooter in each team, and they're going to split and they're going to go through each door. That's hopefully going to kind of force the outsider to get flanked by one of the two teams. We will take good cover, we'll flashbang, move into flanking positions, and we should be able to mop them up pretty easily. But just in case it activates, we're gonna leave one person on Overwatch. It's rare for the outsiders to move around, but it's not impossible. So
Got it covered.
you never want to make any assumptions.
Ready to
And as
rock.
predicted, we're definitely gonna lose the meld in this mission, but that's okay. We're gonna pick up the dregs. Have a little bit of. We'll have the crumbs left on the bottom of the meld bag that we can pick up.
Aye, aye.
Not the best thing in the world, but
Overwatch.
better than nothing, and better than anybody getting killed, quite frankly. The fact that Vina Gradova only took the 1 damage from that drone was actually pretty lucky. They don't hit for a lot of damage, but I have seen drones crit people for 7 or 8 damage, so it could very easily kill them. And that is the danger of itchy trigger tentacles.
Там что-то есть.
I do like that the game is usually reasonably smart about who does shoot instead of moving. It's usually drones and floaters, which, because they tend to be flying already, they do get a little bit of a defense bonus. They don't necessarily have to rush for cover. So it's not like the game just randomly has sectoids or thin men or whatever just, stay out in full cover and take a shot. Although it does do that occasionally. It's just not super common. So
Aye, aye, Commander.
it makes it feel a little bit more,
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
real, if you will.
Moving to position.
Again, I could just dash everybody into this barn. But there is always the possibility that there's another little group of 2 sectoids. So rather than take any chances, I'm just gonna be careful with it. Take it slow. We're gonna stick to the plan. I'll have to figure out who's gonna be on which fire team here in a few minutes. Okay, so that's good. That's good. This is working nice and smooth. Both the mission and the new computer, so I'm very pleased with it.
Поняла вас. Буду настороже.
Alright, now that we're kind of getting inside the building, we're less likely to be surprised by anything. So I'm going to go ahead and start
I'm on it, Commander.
doing, kind of dashing people in. Just so I can get them all
Roger,
bunched
got
up
my eyes
together.
on.
I want to keep them ready to roll when the time comes.
Silence. Vous
I
m'entendez
will
rien?
ask, how's the video quality doing for everybody still? Kind of on my video preview, it looks a little bit choppy. I don't know if it's just the video preview or if that's the actual quality that's coming across. Please let me know if you are watching and things look not. Oh, okay. Well, so much for that plan. We are going to conduct a tactical retreat here. We're going to start trying to set ourselves up. I was not expecting to be right on that corner. Usually he's not sitting by an open doorway. So we're gonna start getting ready, and we're gonna have to adjust our plan on the fly here. So Vina Gradova and Ho are gonna come take this doorway. She's got a grenade. He's a shooter. We've got one flashbang back here and I forget. Okay, so we got a flashbang and a shooter over here, and then we've got a flashbang and what was an AP grenade over here. So I'm actually going to dash McKay out. so that's good. That works out well for me. And I'm going to do the same thing with Ramirez, because if I can get them far out enough on this flank, then I might be able to do something with this. It's... dang it. Okay, I was not expecting him to actually come after those two. I guess it wasn't exactly a complete surprise. It was just not... It's not what I wanted him to do, dang it. So let's see. Let's bring Ramirez over. Okay. This is going to be kind of important for you to be able to nail this flashbang. So, excellent. More than enough range. Now, the thing with Outsiders is that they regenerate. So, with these starting weapons in the hands of rookies, they don't really have any perks or anything like that. We need to be able to deal some damage sooner rather than later. So, I need to figure out a way to make that happen. I definitely do not want to end up in a position where I am, you know, plinking away at this guy for multiple turns in a row, because eventually he will regenerate it and we'll run out of flashbangs, and then we just die. And that's generally ill-advised in XCom. Usually you want to not die, for those of you who are, you know, potentially confused on that point.
Time to motor.
I'm being a little bit reckless here, but I'm quite confident that there's nothing left to activate on the map. So as a result, I want that spot. That's full cover. Well,
Orders confirmed. On the move.
he's got a lot of health. I'd rather him take shots at that guy more so than anybody else. Okay, we're moving in. We've got him in a bit of a tight spot. We'll be able to deliver another flashbang to him on next turn. 4%. Okay. Alright, that was pretty much exactly the way I wanted that to work. I'm very pleased with that. Video quality is good, thank you very much. So Roberts, you are the one with the flashbang. That makes me pretty happy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move Mayor up right next to this guy. And then I'm going to move
Roger.
K over here. Can't get any good cover from this spot. But I realized that you actually can't even see him from there for some strange reason. So let's get Nova over. Oh, you know what? She does have a needle grenade, so she's a good kind of backup. All right, how do we want to do this? You've got 100% and a high chance to crit. So let's have you take the first shot. Oh, nice. All right. So Ramirez, you steadied your weapon. Okay. Oh, that 1 point of damage resistance. That's unfortunate, but that's good. That's really, really good. Okay, let's see what you can do to finish him off, if anything. Barely missed.
That's not good.
Oh, can you redeem yourself on this one? It's alright, Ho. You know what? We're gonna have Vinogradova use the grenade. She brought it just for this reason. She literally stenciled the word outsider on the outside of it. Although it might have just been a typo, she might have literally been trying to write outside just so she didn't get confused. That's what I say. There we go.
Mission accomplished.
Perfect. And that's not even going to be a lasting wound on Vinogradova. She's it only was applied to her armor, so she's not going to spend any time in the sick bay. She's just going to hang out in the barracks. She's going to play some pool, maybe play some cards. You know, all the stuff that a soldier likes to do when they're relaxing after a tough mission. I keep telling Bradford to put in a jacuzzi for the soldiers, but he keeps going on and on and on about budgets and, you know, ethical spending and all this other
came back
stuff.
safely,
So.
Commander. Hopefully, they'll be able to recover more meld in the future.
All right, so everybody got promoted on that one. Oh, Ho did get a kill. That's weird. I could have sworn he missed all of his shots, but I guess not. Robert's the VIP for this mission. Oh, and look where she's from. USA. USA. But yeah, everybody did really, really well there. Nobody panicked. We only got wounded once. Oh, we didn't even get meld crumbs. That's really sad. But we got a couple UFO damaged components that we can sell off, so that'll help us with our critical lack of funds at the moment. So let's sell those immediately. Gives us 45 credits. Hangar, how we doing? We got one new coming in 3 days. A couple re-arbing 4 hours, and then oof, Brant out for 11 days, even with that advanced foundry bonus. Ooh, wow, that was all on the 1st of March. That's on the very first day of XCOM's official existence. That's pretty good work. Let's see, what do we got? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 soldiers that need to be promoted. And then Zosa actually was just shy of a promotion. And we've got an assault who already got promoted, so sweet. Alright, let's pass some time. Awesome. Our Ravens are back, Beaker and Pagan. And then our shotguns are ready to go. Rookies can't equip them, sadly. It's very much something that I regret. Not regret, but that I'm bummed out by. But that's just the way it is. So we got our other interceptor in. Let's find out what Raven 5's name is. Flight Officer The Wall Wills. Alright. Now, we'll find out why they call him The Wall later. Hopefully he doesn't fly like one, because that would be probably a bad thing. All of our specialists are starting to come back onto the active roster, so that's awesome. Just in time for a
Commander,
site.
we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
So it's a heavy activity. It means probably looking at 12 or 14 aliens. We're gonna get $100 from it, and it's right here in China. Or no, we're not in China. We're in Egypt this time around. So let's find out what we can do here. You know what? Ho is a sniper. So let's give him what he wants. Let's make him a sniper. I will take it. So there's that. Lemaire, you know what? If you want to be an assault or an infantry, I am more than happy to make you an infantry. You definitely earned your stripes on that one. So, shooting twice with a 71 aim makes me very happy. We are going to bring... We're actually kind of low on support classes. Yeah, we're low on support. That's weird. Well, I'll tell you what. Ramirez has the mobility of a scout, and he's got a decent aim too. So we're going to toss him on the far slot, and we're going to turn him into a scout. Oh, nice. He even got an extra mobility bonus. 16 mobility, 73 aim. He actually got a lot. He got quite a hefty bonus to his stats right there. I'm very pleased with that. Ramirez, you make me proud. Who else? Who else? I actually might convert McKay into a grenadier. The stat loadout he's got really better for grenadier, and we don't have any. Like theoretically, yeah, Etayeva could be a grenadier, but I'm actually going to make her into a medic because of her mobility. I like my medics being able to get to the people who are wounded quickly whenever possible. So, yeah, McKay, your health is good, so running you up there to chuck a grenade doesn't make me feel too bad. Your aim is decent, and your mobility is decent, so you are absolutely going to become my first grenadier. I know you had your heart set up being a sniper, but instead you get to blow stuff up, which, I'm not going to lie, kind of endears you to your commander. Now, I could go ahead and bring in some extra rookies, but honestly, because it's a heavy abduction, I'm going to take this opportunity to level my specialists, and I'll have a couple specialists left over to go out on the next mission with a group of rookies. I just prefer to spread it out that way. And then Vinogradova, you know what? You. Ooh, do I want to make you a grenadier or do I want to make you a gunner? I think I want to make you a grenadier because ultimately you can be further away, so your low health isn't going to be as big a deal. So let's go ahead and go. Oh, and of course you get a bonus to your health when I say that. That's fine though. You being a grenadier is still a really, really good thing. All right, so those are the promotions. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to load everybody out. I don't think you so much need the ceramic plating as you do high-cap magazines, so you can take that extra shot. I'm going to give you the tack vest, so you can move just a little bit further, because your mobility is pretty terrible. Now, luckily, because you've got squad sight, you're going to be staying way back at the far edges of the map anyways, so your lower health shouldn't affect you too much. Oh, wait, urban close quarters. Expect contact shortly after touching down. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. In that case, slight change of plans. Instead of a sniper rifle, we're going to give you a marksman's rifle so that you can shoot on the move. It also gives you that extra bit of mobility, so that'll work out well. We still want to keep you out of range of the aliens as much as possible, because again, that health is pretty bad. But, shoot. Fine, I'll take the high-cap mags and I'll give you ceramic plating. That'll help keep you alive, hopefully. So that's that. Ramirez. You've already got good mobility. I'm going to give you one of these, and I'm going to give you one of these being a sawed-off shotgun. So if you have to get up close, you can, and you can shoot a dude with it. Oh, no, battle scanner's not on this map. That doesn't make a lot of sense. We're going to do a flashbang. So you got good health, your aim is pretty solid with that carbine, you can move into a flanking position, you can get up close and personal with your sawed-off, and you got a flashbang to disorient if need be. I'm happy with that. Atayeva, I'm also going to give you a carbine for that aim bonus, a sawed-off. I'm going to give you a smoke grenade, and I'm going to give you a ceramic plating. So you can also move to flank if need be. Aim's not the greatest, but that's fine. You're there kind of as support at the moment anyways. Lemaire, I think I like you the way you are. I'm not gonna. Don't change anything. You're good just as you are. Now, for you, because rockets require a little extra aiming, a little extra finesse, let's say. We're going to go ahead and give you a laser sight. The carbine bonus to aim isn't going to affect her ability to fire the rocket, but the laser sight bonus will. So we're going to do that. Give her an extra rocket. She's currently sitting at a 10 mobility, but that's fine. She can launch rockets from further away. And as she fires each rocket, she's going to get that penalty to her mobility is going to be reduced. So she'll end up with a 12 mobility by the end of the mission if I'm able to get all of her rockets off. All of her rockets off. Get your mines out of the gunner. Yeah, you were the one who laughed when I said it. And McKay, my friend, you are going to get carbine. You're also going to get a sawed-off. You're less likely to get up close and personal with someone. That's okay. You are still okay in my book. You know what? Actually, I take that back. I'm going to SMG you. Just because your mobility is not awesome yet. So if you do really need to get up there and shoot somebody, you've got the sawed-off, or you can take some pot shots with your SMG, and you've got the HE grenades and the AP grenades, and we've got rockets. So we've got cover destruction, we've got a couple of AP grenades to let us deal some damage if the opportunity presents itself. We've got a flashbang, so we can disorient if we run into trouble. We've got a smoke grenade so that we can provide cover to our troops. And we've got a sniper who we can hopefully get up to high ground or at least move around to flanking positions out of sight of the enemies so we can finish them off. So, launch. Let's see what we can do. Another reason that I went a little bit sawed-off heavy in this mission is because it's urban close quarters.
We're
it's
heading
the
into China for the next
cemetery.
operation.
Okay,
Alien
that's fine.
activity continues to surge
that
within
super
several
close
major
quarters?
cities. Our response is crucial to minimizing the spread of panic.
Sorry, Bradford, I don't mean to be disrespectful by talking over you. We talked about this in your last performance review, and you were right. Alright, so let's launch the mission. Let's see where we start. The Graveyard mission has 4 different starting locations, basically each of the corners of the map. And they all present their own little unique, you know, foibles and scenarios. Did you two decide to go by yourselves? Bring the rest of them.
Strike team is touching down now.
Yep.
Standing by
Okay.
for your
We got
orders.
the
Roger,
we
Big
got
Sky.
the little
Reading you 5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for
outbuilding or
deployment.
outhouse or whatever you want to call it. Dang it! I keep forgetting it does that. Okay, so we've got this alleyway here that theoretically leads down to the street. It's not ideal because it's open in this version of the map. So we want to be careful not to attract any unwanted attention from that direction. That'll do.
Ну подходите,
Watch,
гады!
just in case something comes around that corner. It's not likely, but it could easily happen. Don't want you to go first. Let's go ahead and bring Ramirez over. I have literally started here and had a pot of enemies in this building. It's not awesome. Let me put it that way. So, McKay, let's get you
Roger
over
that.
here. And you know who I want right there behind that full cover? I want Lemaire. Lemaire, you need
Je
to be
confirme la position.
ready to rock and roll when we open that door, which is going to be very soon. Oh, stupid camera. There we go.
Есть, выполняю.
You're going to go there for now. And then,
Got it covered.
oh, come back here, and we're going to steady your weapon so that if the opportunity presents itself, you can cap a dude. Alright, I don't want to overwatch just yet because we're kind of in a tight spot. We need to go through this door, so we can't get around that, but we can be smart about the way we do it. Not that I will be smart about the way we do it, but we could be smart about the way we do it.
Enemigos localizados.
Ah, there they go. Ah, he's flanked. Don't take any shots. Don't take any shots. One of them's gonna take a shot. Oh, great. And there's more of them over there. That's fantastic. Fantastico. Are you seriously can't see any of those guys?
Moving.
Okay, fine. Well, you're gonna lose that bonus, but that's fine. You're still flanking, so 77% is gonna miss. Yep.
No, shot wide.
Welcome to XCom, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to XCom. Alright, Ramirez, you're gonna jump back here to this full cover.
En observation.
Rocket right now, I think. That's actually a pretty decent distance. You're gonna steady weapon so that you can actually do something next time. Sorry, that was kind of snarky. You're gonna steady your weapon so that next turn you can be amazing, just as amazing as we all knew you could be. Okay, you don't have a great spot, do you? I mean, really, they're not gonna be able to get up here and flank Ramirez. Well, I mean, I guess technically they could. Well, no, if they take cover on this corner, they won't be able to flank Ramirez, but they'd be able to flank anybody else. So McKay is kind of in a crappy spot. Sorry, folks. There's that cough coming through.
I'm on
like I
the
mentioned. I'm gonna do something a little bit crazy here. Seriously, you can't. How? What? Why can you not get a grenade over that spot? Oh, there we go. You can't get a grenade over that spot. Come on. You do a little bit of pixel hunting. Now, this is unlikely to kill them all, but it might kill one. It might even kill two. And it will most likely damage them all. Or it might not kill any of them. That's fine. It damaged two of them. Or it damaged all of them, so. If one of them spends its turn healing one of the others, I'll consider it a win.
me fais tirer dessus!
18%. Get out of here with that crap. Oh, Mayor, can you finish off one of these guys? Yes. Excelente. I can't wait till I get to the point where you've got Opportunist and or, that's not awesome. I was not expecting them to be able to get quite that far and have that good a shot against him. Hey, there's that repair that I mentioned. Although, he did it against someone who was only marginally wounded, so I'm not sure. Wait, how can you even see him from there? Okay, that's some BS right there. Ah, McKay, I'm sorry. I was not expecting them to be able to move that far. Are you serious? Of course my Grenadier failed her frickin' panic roll.
Take him out!
That was complete BS. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's deal with the situation as it is. My computer, but for some reason, Long War always likes to kind of freeze up when my turn starts, and it starts to do the autosave. It likes to freeze up for a second while it kind of finishes the save if I try to do anything, so you have to be patient. Alright, you got 245s. Let's see if you can kill this guy that's suppressing. At the very least, you hit the guy that was suppressing, so that's a good start. Go ahead and take the shot, see if you can finish him off. That's okay.
Mon arme est à sec, merde!
That is
À côté.
okay. To worry about where those drones are going to come from. I should have studied this
Shot
weapon
failed
there,
to
actually.
connect.
That was not the best move. As much as I want to take shots at these guys, I think I'm going to flashbang instead.
Я в пути! Смотрю внимательно.
Okay, mine merged the wounded guy. That's okay. Mine merged the other guy. That's fine. Not having any more grenades is really annoying. I was really counting on killing at least one of those stupid drones. Sarajevo with a 27% shot on Overwatch. That's really nice. Sadly, it's not going to save. So ridiculous. Of course, they can somehow stack up on her.
ET's trying to crawl up my flank!
God damn it. Well.
Incoming fire!
These guys now have no ammo.
Tout de suite!
I have to kind of maneuver them rather than actually shooting, which is terrible. This may actually end up being a
Я пошла!
reload situation for this mission, just based on the fact that otherwise we're going to lose all of our best people.
Объект уничтожен!
I guess technically it's not the end of the world. It's certainly not ideal.
Afirmativo.
And yeah, I know, lose the mission, yada yada. It's just the way the game works. Blah blah blah. Ugh, seriously, I'm not necessarily going to disagree with that. I'm just saying that trying to completely
Aye aye.
trying to start over with a completely depleted roster is kind of frustrating. You know what? Oh, if you can hit this, that would actually clear up several of our problems. Alright, nice. That kills two birds with one stone. Still, he's flanked by those drones. And with no explosives. So that's, it's what some might call crappy. I prefer to look at it as an opportunity for entertainment. Of course, it's a 51%, so of course it hits me, crits me, and causes me to panic. It'd just be silly for it to do otherwise.
Они двигаются!
X-ray on the move! They're flanking us!
Они сваливают!
Okay, so two of them had to double
Они
move.
уходят в
This guy's
сторону!
probably gonna take a shot at someone.
Cover the flanks!
Maybe. No, surprising. Okay. We're still in a crappy position, let's be honest, but it could be worse. See, this is when I wish I had those stupid explosives.
Cover my
Решили
flank!
налететь
But
с
man,
фланга!
I got no one to blame but myself for that, right? And you panicking is just the most annoying thing in the entire world. Alright, Mayor. Just gonna point out that you need to not miss 74% shots.
Merde! Je peux plus
That
tirer!
was probably about all I could have expected from you really there. It's not your fault in the slightest. Anyways, as I was saying, I know that technically I could continue playing, even if I do lose this squad. It wouldn't be the end of the game, but it is tough to get going again. And this early on, I'm actually really not that... I don't feel that
Направляюсь на
bad
точку.
about reloading. Once it gets further on, you know, the
Сейчас
stakes are
будет
higher,
больно.
I'm a little bit established, that's fine. But let's be honest, watching me lose 2 missions in or whatever wouldn't be that much fun, so we'll see how it goes. I may end up doing fine, we don't know yet. Although, quite frankly, we're flanked by like 7 or 8 of these guys, so nice. Okay, so she can go around and she can finish him off. Hopefully my scout can finish off the other dude.
They're trying to flank us! Help!
You know,
Help, damn it!
I can miss 74% shots all day long, but apparently they are gonna hit them. Yep. And the fact that they can move like into the perfect spot to be able to flank me with a single move half the time is really getting to be on my nerves. I mean, yeah, I get it, they can fly and everything like that, but
Ясно!
seriously. I do not want to leave you out in the open, but I do not think I'm going to have any other option. So let's just do it. I'll suffer the consequences later.
Alien abatido. Estoy sin munición.
Ok, je bouge!
Lemaire is just kind of running back and forth at this point. Not really able to be of much use. You know what? No, I'm going to keep... no, I'm probably not going to get adjacent to a drone anytime soon. So I'm just
Встретимся
going
в
to finish him off
выйдет!
with
Нечем
this.
стрелять!
Okay, so they're obviously a little bit confused. I'm okay with this. Might give Lemaire an opportunity to reload, so she can take a couple shots next turn. He's only got 2 health left. Oh, I forgot. Gotta give it a little bit of time. Sorry, game. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. We've got some nice full cover. We're gonna take that with Ramirez. Ramirez, how would you like to kill this 2 health drone right here? that's the way I wanted it to work. If I move Ramirez here, that other guy's probably going to flank me. But if I leave him here, this guy might be able to come and flank me. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to reload this assault rifle here.
Chargé et paré. Слушаюсь.
Slushies indeed.
К бою готово.
Slushies for everyone if you win this mission. And I will point out that this probably is not all of the aliens that are on this map. We probably just have gotten lucky enough not to activate the other pod. Obviously, I can't say that's definitely the case, but it's probably definitely the case. There really is no good spot to put you, is there?
J'y vais. Je reste en surveillance.
Kind of need you shooting though, so I'm gonna have to move you up.
Поняла вас.
Oh, Ramirez, nice, recovering from that panic really well. Very pleased with this. Ah, it's all right. You're a medic. You're a lover, not a fighter. Come on, move into what? Oh, you kidding me? Oh, he just shot that poor little civilian dude trapped in the green goo. As always, the aliens know the perfect spot to move to, so that you do not trigger their, or they do not trigger your Overwatch, and so that they apparently, you know, can see you, but you can't see them. That's always a blast. We're gonna go ahead and deploy some smoke here. Just increase our longevity a little bit. Ooh, did we toss that smoke bomb right under that poor civilian's crotch? Seriously? I'm pretty sure there's something about that in the rules of engagement. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm gonna have to move her, otherwise she's in the. Okay, she's not gonna see me. Really hope that alien doesn't pull another one of those stupid things where it can see her, but she can't see it. Come on, Ramirez. Right.
Ajustando tiro.
I can't see you. How can you see me? This is not making any sense. Okay. See, this is what I was talking about. Long War likes to get a little bit glitchy from time to time. So Ramirez, you know that whole thing I was talking about with shooting and killing drones? You really need to hit this, otherwise Lemaire is probably dead now. I'm gonna move in and flank her. Or not. Okay. Hey, you can finally see something.
Disqualifié. Je reste en observation.
Does it count as a win if the aliens take pity on you?
Нужны патроны.
Of course. 61%. If you don't hit this, you're dead. And as I mentioned, we are not done yet. Pardon me for the cough, folks. I rotated the camera a little bit too soon. Now it's freezing on me just a little bit. And I know it's not the computer, because it's a brand new computer. Everything else is running smooth as butter. It's just the autosave. I don't know why that is. Maybe I'm just too impatient. Sarah is over there playing her favorite game at the moment. It's Death Trap, something Van Helsing, but we affectionately refer to it as Death Snack. Should give you a little bit of insight into our to our personalities. I'm just gonna reload everybody here. As I mentioned,
On y retourne.
we're not done, so let's not go get crazy, running off into the wilds of this cemetery to get killed. It's happened plenty.
Кажется, мы здесь не одни.
Okay, well, we have a general idea as to where they're at, so that's fine. Alright, I'm gonna bring Lemaire. Basically just gonna bring him towards the center. I'd like to
surveille la zone.
Lemaire's wounded.
Лечу.
Not much we can do about that.
Мониторю сектор.
Kid. Oh wait, did I just overwatch her with her sawed off? Dang it, that's gonna be really fucking annoying. She won't be taking any shots at anybody. Oh, and I overwatched her with her pistol. Wow, rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. Ramirez is just not performing in general. So that's not great. Now is not the time.
Я пошла.
I can hear you. I'm not nobody. Oh wait, are there 4 aliens in view? Who's the... Oh great, there's another drone up there. That's fantastic. Ugh, the 2 damage. You're killing me, Smalls. Those of you too young to get that reference, talk to your parents. Ramirez, what is wrong with you? You do realize that the pointy end of the bullets goes in the bad guy, right?
Confirme la position.
Yeah, I know she's still got her pistol out, but let's be honest. She's not going to be taking a shot anyways. Oh, now they're going to be in full cover. We're only in half. Of course they can hit with a 36%. Yeah, we're going to end up reloading this one.
Я в порядке.
So I'm pretty sure that the drone attack coming up on my what do you call him? Oh, screw you. Coming up on my engineer right at the very beginning, I'm pretty sure there was a glitch involved there because it gave him a flank, and I don't think it should have. He was still kitty corner, and because drones aren't taking cover, they technically can't lean out to take advantage of cover like that. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I don't think it was legit. Who knows? Maybe I'm just making excuses. This is entirely possible, but. Oh, there's just really no good place to go here. Where I go, I'm either gonna be flanked by the sectoids or the drone is gonna be able to move into a flanking position on me. So let's see, what can I do, if anything? For those of you who have seen the very awesome, cheesy but awesome movie, The Last Starfighter, there's a great scene in it where the second in command of the bad guy's ship looks at the general bad guy and says, what do we do now? And the general just like closes the visor of his helmet or his little eyepiece like closes over his eye or whatever it is, and he says, we die. And then the ship explodes. It's pretty awesome. You should see it if you haven't. It is a great movie. Alright. We're sending our medic in as our last line of defense against the aliens. Okay, 40% shots hit. That's great. Oh, for the aliens, that is. Ramirez, 36% shot. That hits. I don't know if any of you noticed, but I did miss. I did miss a couple of like high percentage, like 80% shots. In this mission, and within a fairly short span of time from each other, too. So, you know what we might have to do? We're gonna have to start a, what do you call it? We're gonna have to start a pool, where we basically are looking at, are you serious? Okay. I guess that's to be expected. We start taking. We're gonna start taking bets on our shot percentages for fake money, of course. I'm not advertising betting over the internet. That would be ill-advised. Here I am getting a little bit overeager. So, needless to say, I'm reloading this mission because it went pretty badly. I know for a fact there was one line of sight glitch that kind of screwed over my my infantry a little bit with those 2 drones at the end. But I'm pretty sure there was also that line of sight glitch right at the beginning with my engineer. So, I missed another 84%. Okay, fine. Fine. That's just the way it is. That's XCom, ladies and gentlemen. We get it. We understand. We know. Atayeva, you're going to end up with the highest kill count in the group. It's got to be bad for your back. You should see a chiropractor for that little sectoid. 5% shot, of course, hits. Alright, so our last 2 people are down to 1 health. We might be able to finish this thing off, but I don't think it's worth it. So we're going to reload. We're going to play the mission again. It'll be fine. We're just going to... I knew it was going to happen. We're going to put a little asterisk at the end of the mission if we win. But that's fine. I don't feel particularly bad about that. I don't want to take this shot because if it hits, I don't know that I can reload the mission. So let's restart, accept defeat. That's fine. And we just have to be a little bit more careful next time. Hopefully we won't end up flanked in a tight corner by a bunch of drones right off the bat. But,
Roger, Big Sky.
You know, it could
Reading you
happen.
5 by 5. Strike 1 has the green light for deployment.
Координаты получены.
We're gonna leave Vinogradova over here. We're gonna steady weapon.
Я пошла. Вижу цель.
Oh, are you kidding me? For some reason, it seems like this playthrough, we're getting nothing but, well, not nothing but we're getting a lot of the,
Roger that. Nice build, Commander.
mission area perimeters being covered with aliens. So, what is that? The last 3 missions that's happened? Well, I guess technically the first run of this didn't do that, but that's a technicality.
Heading to that location.
Go to the corner back here. Watch. There. It'd have to be crazy to flank her. Not to say they won't. It would just have to be crazy to do it. McKay, come on. Okay, that's starting us off well. That's all right. We're good. We're good. Yes, mind merge your friend, please. Please. What are you gonna do? 37%. All right. Well, I guess luck cuts both ways, right? So the aliens started off with a good shot. We started off with a good shot. It's fine. It's even. It's fair. We're good. Can you even take a shot from there? No, you're too far away.
Moving out.
I know it's a 32% shot, but they're hitting them. So let's take it. Let's take it. Let's see what happens. I didn't think that was gonna hit.
Missed the target.
A flight of fancy. Shoot with her. Overwatch. That's. I really don't want to move forward. Oh, McKay, you killed that guy with a submachine gun. That's even more impressive than I thought. You know what? We're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. I'm not a huge fan of using a rocket on this guy, but he's behind full cover. He's across an expanse that has no cover for us. we're just gonna go ahead and deliver a little present. Okay, it wasn't that good a present, but it's fine.
Готовность номер 1.
We are going to...
I'm on Overwatch.
Marchando.
Yes, let's get you up here. Overwatch. We want to try to keep this guy pinned if possible. Ooh, 42%. That's not great. Okay, good. So that car is going to blow up. It's going to kill him. Ah. You know, technically, I guess a 43, 45%. Every 1 and 2 should hit. Slightly less than every 1 and 2, but seems to make it work for him somehow.
On the move.
Moving to possession.
Let's go ahead and get McKay over here. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and take out his cover. Stop messing around with him. Wow, you took out a lot. What did you pack that thing with? That's a stupid question. It's a grenade. He packed it with explosives. It was a particularly destructive grenade. And so there's our first 75% shot miss. Alright.
Une munition. Я пошла.
We're gonna heal. We're gonna heal Ramirez.
Давай,
Here. He's
держись.
the most wounded. Got the least health.
Afirmativo, cubriendo.
Alright. Hold on 1 second, folks. Alright, and we're back. Well, we're gonna reload. Actually, let's move Lemire up a little bit.
Je rejoins la
If we
position.
run into some aliens, I would rather not have to move her.
En avant le massacre.
They're effective.
Ясно. Буду начеку.
Ready, Commander.
Disparando.
And let's get
Affirmative.
Ho
Moving out.
provide us full cover.
Что за
So I feel like crap for
чертовщина?
having to restart the mission right away, but let's be honest, it didn't go well.
Head now.
Probably gonna activate something. No, surprising.
Поняла.
This is probably gonna activate something. No, even more surprising. Oh, I guess
Bien,
this is
commandant.
gonna activate something though. Okay.
Scan en cours.
As long as I keep saying that, I'll keep being wrong, and that works for me. I'm okay with that.
Иду. Начинаю наблюдение.
Roger that. Scanning.
Afirmativo.
Venid aquí.
Moving out.
Alright, oh, you're gonna come up here, study your weapon, we're gonna get ready for some stuff. Now I don't want Lemire to move first because she can shoot twice as long as she doesn't move. So I don't want McKay to move first. You know, you're a scout. This is literally your job description. So Ramirez, you go up there and see what's up.
Hostiles avistados.
There we go. see. Okay, fine. Oh my god, of course. The problem with the marksman's rifle is that they're always just slightly out of range, like inevitably. Here, let's get you up here. Do I want to just like end these guys now? No, I want to wait until I actually know where they're at. Let's do this. That's a Yeva up here. Can I get all 4 of them? No. I'm not gonna mess around. Let's just go ahead and use our disposable items. That's what we've got them for.
Nothing gets past me.
Watch. Lemaire, 52%.
Le tir n'a pas fait mouche.
That is okay.
Contact.
Okay, that's not what I wanted to have happen.
Damn it, missed the target.
Now, hopefully they move closer and I can just drop a grenade right in this little cloud of drones. How did that guy move that far and still take a shot? I'm very confused by that. I think I must be a sprinter. He's the Usain Bolt of sectoids. Oh, good times, good times, good times. Okay. I got a scout. I don't need to worry about Overwatch particularly. I mean, like, you still need to kind of worry about it, but it's not the end of the world. Good shot. I'm very proud of you.
Tu vas morfler.
Like, honestly, drones are kind of the most dangerous thing in the game this early on. Sounds kind of silly to say it, but trust me. Trust me, I'm a professional. You know what? I'm happy with that rocket.
Вот тебе.
If I can get a drone and a sectoid for the price of 1 rocket, that is a good day. What next? What next? What next? Oh, that's right. All the same, huh? You know what? Let's go ahead and take it. 40%.
Что за хрень?
Watch that, but... I'll take it. If that means the other sectoid is more likely to,
Ok, je surveille la zone.
Copy that.
if that means the other sectoid is more likely to mind merge him to give him that little bit of extra health boost back, I'm totally
Ils sont
fine.
repris. En avant.
Or if he wants to mind merge the other guy so that he's easier to kill and deal 2 damage to the other sectoid, I'm fine with that too. Both work for me.
Ah, damn it. I need ammo.
That's right. Keep scaring him. Oh, wow. Nice shot with the,
Il faut que je recharge.
on Overwatch against a flying target. There, that was pretty nice. And you stop right about there. Or not. You can keep coming, I guess. But fine, because it's you.
Ils veulent nous prendre de flanc.
If it was any other drone.
The flanking us.
Je me prends un déluge de plomb.
That's the only thing that's kind of a bad thing about this whole situation. I don't move there because that's going to flank. Although if I don't move there, I don't think I should be able to see anything.
Поняла. Вижу противника.
Ugh. Ugh, that is lame.
Больше не дернется.
Alright, she got the kill. That's huge.
heading to that location.
Oh. Oh, you would like to, You would like to pull through in the clutch, would you? Well, I will take that. Thank you, sir. Oh, that's really unlikely to deal damage. Okay. Lemaire? Ooh, 38 with a pistol. That is atrocious. Yeva, let's bring you back here. Oh. Okay. I will gladly take it. How far away is this drone? It can easily flank me. Need to reload. So it won't be able to flank me if it comes all the way out here. So I'm gonna have to pull back a little.
On peut y aller.
I cannot not reload. You, I want to have you come around to this side.
comandante.
Ah, he only did 1 damage. Ramirez, only 1. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run McKay all the way over here because he's pretty dangerous with his grenades. His SMG really isn't too big a deal because I'm sure he's not really there. Oh, shoot. Oh, okay, he's suppressing. You go for it. Have fun with it. Make it a whole day, you know, just hang out, suppress to your little heart's content. Alright, so Lemaire's good. Our Matsuyeva, our medic, is currently, how you say, panicking. But that's okay. Could be worse. I know, it seems silly to be worried about stuff like that, but I cannot tell you how many times I've actually had aliens hit me with those kind of percentages. Ooh, who do I want shooting at who? You're pretty far away. Can I hit you with a grenade from there? Probably. Let's be honest. You're just awesome. You're totally awesome. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shoot twice with Lemaire. Well, hopefully I don't have to. I'm gonna shoot the second time with Lemaire. Hopefully I don't have to shoot with anybody else. Okay, I'm gonna shoot with, you. With Ho. There we go.
Taken care of.
Oh.
Use some ammo over here.
That's a terrible spot to put you. It wouldn't be the first time I've done something like that, but it's a terrible spot to put you. Okay, let's not worry so much about Vinogradova because she is in a decent full cover position. We mostly need to worry about this little jerk that is trying to flank us over here. So I'm gonna actually
I'm on it, Commander.
bring K up and over. I know he's wounded. He's gonna be out of full cover. He's gonna be in half cover. I know all of these things, but he's also gonna be able to do this. So let's deliver this needle grenade to this little guy. So we don't have to worry about the flank from that position now, which means we can bring Ramirez right up here. If I suppressed this guy, it would break the overwall. It would break the suppression. Or if I flashbang this guy, it would break the suppression. Meaning I could bring over here. That's not quite a flank, but it's close. She had a pretty good shot to kill him. But is it worth it? No. She's gonna steady weapon. He's going to take a 91% shot against this dude. So he's out of ammo there, but he's got his sawed-off shotgun, so he can still be useful. This little guy is taking a very roundabout way to get to the full cover.
I'm all
I would
right.
have thought he could still be shooting from them. I thought that would be a double move, but I guess not. Oh, that's a great spot. Stay there. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Can we get
Heading there now.
over close enough? Oh, no, we can't. We
Oh, yeah.
suck.
Je bouge. Pareil.
But that's why we have Ramirez. Ramirez, you are awesome with your lightning reflexes. Oh. Unlike vanilla XCOM, lightning reflex is not guaranteed that the Overwatch shot will miss you. So it's always a little bit nerve-wracking. But luckily it worked.
Getting it done.
We're gonna double flank this guy. Well, not quite double flank.
Let's do this.
80%, you can shoot from here. 2 damage. Alright, that's fine. It's not as good as 3 damage, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Перезарядилась.
That's what I get for equipping people with assault carbines. Although, it also means that they're more likely to hit. Not that that's been, like, perfectly reliable for me by any means. There it is again. 36% shot hits. I mean, I guess technically it hits for me occasionally, but it seems to hit for them a lot more frequently. And maybe that's just confirmation bias. I am more than willing to admit that that could be the case. But, pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure the game just hates me. That's completely unbiased,
Heading there,
by
mate.
the way. Uncolored by any sort of prejudice or saltiness, if you will, about the game.
Going out.
Nice. Frag grenades are a lot more unreliable with the damage, so it's always nice when they actually do max damage. What can my snipper can't do anything.
On the move.
Although I shouldn't say that. My snipper has done quite a bit for me so far. He just can't do anything from that particular position. 60%. Yeah, it was worth a try.
Срочно нужны Еще дергается. Поехали. Ясно. Буду начеку.
I was so focused on the game, I just tried to drink out of a closed water bottle. I love it when I do that.
Je confirme la position.
Me están
Alright,
disparando.
there we go. Who do we want to have get this kill? Lemaire's got a kill, McKay's got a kill. I don't know if Atayeva has a kill yet on this particular run
Idu.
through this mission. Let's give her the shot.
Готов.
Chalk up another one.
Okay, so my initial prediction was correct. 14 aliens. I just got stuck in kind of a crappy location. So, honestly, I kind of feel like it would make a lot more sense if you could pick the deployment location. But I realize from a game design perspective, you know, you want to keep it challenging. You want to mix it up and whatnot. And people would eventually develop some strategy that says, for this map, you always deploy from this position and do this thing, and you know you're guaranteed to win. And that's not very fun. So, but I mean, really, what self-respecting military unit is going to turn around and be like, yeah, just land wherever, it'll be fine.
And without so much as a scratch.
Thank you, Dr. Shen. We will not speak of the reload. So, with a Rocketeer, I don't typically go Ranger with Rocketeers because their rockets do enough damage as it is. And their sidearms, I'm not really too worried about them doing a lot of damage. Although it does mean that you can give them an SMG so they have the extra mobility, and they're able to do a lot with that, or even just give them the carbine so they have the extra aim, a little bit of extra mobility. But, I'm gonna go heat warheads. The ability to deal extra damage to the mechanized units, definitely worthwhile. Surprised she's the only one who got promoted though. Though. I'll take it. I got a single meld for that mission. All right. Well, once I start getting
in touch, Commander.
Once I start getting a better stable of assaults and high-level scouts, I'll start picking up meld at a much faster rate because I'll be able to move faster and still be able to dish out the damage. So, Ito, I think you are senior to Wills, so we're gonna send you out against this guy. See if we can't take him down.
Bangs out.
All right, come on, we got this. Got this. We'll have this.
Taking heavy fire. Disengaging.
Okay, that Ito could have been better. Would have been better if you'd shot him, once or twice more, but that's okay. Oh, Wills, I really don't want you to take damage. You know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send one of my Stingray missile guys out on defensive, because all he really needs to do is tap the guy. The UFO would take a lot of damage from Ito, so let's send Pelt out. There we go. Nice. Barely registered the damage on that one and took down the UFO, so that's perfect. UFO crash site has 35 hours left. It's that autosave thing coming in again. All right. We are going to probably load out our squad real quick, and then we will call it for the evening, and we will see you next week. Yeah, the stream was fine. There was just the game that was freezing. So let's see. Who do we have available? Oh, we've got a few people. So one of the things I like about Long War is along the top it tells you how many you have of each class. So right now we've got one of everything except gunners, which means one of these people is probably going to become a gunner. And in fact, I think Roberts, you did really good work. I think you're coming out. I'm gonna bring, I don't know what I can want. I don't know what I can want it to be. Aim's okay, ability's okay, health is okay. I might actually chalk you up, or I might actually work you out as a grenadier. I know you want to be a scout, but you're not quite fast enough. You want to be a sniper, but you're not quite precise enough. And then we'll send in our assault. And then Uranov, you're going to come out. Gonzalez, you're going to come out in this slot. Oh, Matt Stone. Yeah, you're coming out too. You are awesome. Okay, so Roberts, what do we say you were going to be? You were going to be a gunner. Alright, decent mobility, so those heavy weapons aren't going to weigh you down too much. Okay health, so that if you get targeted because of your suppression, you'll survive it. And your aim is nice. And you've got a good will too, actually. And you got a natural 2 defense, so that's actually pretty awesome. And then back in one day we said we were going to make you a grenadier to help with all that cover destruction stuff. Oh, nice boost to health. I like it. So now we're going to load you out. Got an assault. Okay, so let's actually do the loadout now. So first things first, my assaults, I want to give them a little extra health. If she was a little bit faster, I'd probably give her a sawed-off shotgun for an extra shot at close range. But as it is, she's got the shotgun, so she'll be able to do some damage. And I like the 7 health on her. That's actually pretty decent at this start of the game. Like in one day, you are gonna get one of these carbines. I think I will give you a shotgun just in case. And I'm gonna give you HE grenades and AP grenades. So, actually, you know what? Now that I think about it. You don't have Sapper yet, so you're less likely to destroy cover. And especially since this is an UFO mission, we actually don't want you destroying cover as much as possible. Instead, what we want you to do is we want you to just chuck AP grenades on the other side of cover deal extra damage. So we're going to do that. Roberts, we are going to give you ceramic plating and laser sights. So you can suppress, you have a better aim than normal. That makes me happy. We're going to give ceramic plating, and we're going to give a flashbang grenade. And then for stone, we're going to also give you a carbine, a ceramic plating, and a flashbang grenade. And then for Gonzalez, we're going to give you a carbine, ceramic plating, and a flashbang grenade. Alright. So we've got suppression. We've got run up in your face and shoot you full of shotgun shells. We've got an engineer for some guaranteed damage. We've got 4 AP grenades through him. So that's pretty awesome. And he can get up close and personal with his sawed-off. Gonzalez, Stone, and Urinov are all sporting the same loadout. They've got the tack armor for the extra health, ceramic plating, and they've each got a flashbang grenade. So that if we get into a rough position, we can use a flashbang grenade and Robert's suppression, and we don't have to worry too much about the aliens getting in lucky shots and killing us. I mean, it could happen, but we're in a slightly better position. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is the possibility of drones. So because we're sporting mostly assault carbines for the extra aim, we need to get probably a couple of hits in to kill any single drone, which is kind of a bummer. But, I mean, Roberts and Kadir are going to kind of make up for that by getting up close with Kadir, and Roberts just suppressing them whenever possible. So I think we can handle it. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. The Outsider, for sure, we're equipped for. The rest of the crew, that's going to be up in the air, but I think our loadout is solid enough. So, but we're gonna have to wait until next week to find out how well this goes. Hopefully, we won't have another mission relaunch. I promise I will keep them to a minimum. I know it's not very exciting or dramatic when you know, there isn't that fear of catastrophic failure, but I think we can be honest that in the long run, we'd like to see the campaign finish more so than we'd like to see, you know, massive mission failure. But like I said, once I kind of get my feet underneath me and my squads are a little bit tougher, and I've got some other gear, we'll start tapering off the mission reloads, even due to glitches. Just because at that point it feels a little bit more fair if I've at least got some people that can handle the situations the game throws at me. But again, I'll keep it to a minimum as much as possible. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, right. Next time you guys tune in, all the soldiers will be renamed. Just because it makes it easier for me to remember which soldier is which and tell them apart. I know they've all got unique names as it is, but because I didn't come up with them, it just is harder for me to make that connection mentally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename them all as superheroes. I'm a big superhero fan, so they're all going to be, you know, the different secret identities. And then once they get nicknames, I'll put the nicknames in as their actual superhero names. Unless, of course, any of you would like to be a soldier, in which case I'm happy to put you in as a soldier, so long as the name and nickname you give me are appropriate. We are relatively family friendly here, even if I do drop the occasional swear word. But if you'd like to be a part of this campaign as a soldier, please feel free to find us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/Ravensdale Publishing, or Ravensdale.publishing, I kind of forget. But anyways, just search Ravensdale Publishing on Facebook, you'll find us. Go ahead and just comment there that you'd like to be part of the campaign, or you can find us on Twitter @RavensPublish, and you can ask there, and we'll go ahead and get you into the campaign, and hopefully not get you dead. But thanks very much for tuning in. I realized I did not visit the memorial for poor Pranata. Very first round, very first mission of the game, very first shot by the aliens, she was taken out. So we're going to end the episode paying respects to the fallen from that episode. We'll try to make that tradition so that we don't forget who we're fighting for, and kind of just keep our feet on the ground and work towards victory. Thanks again for tuning in. This is Ben signing off. See you next week. Bye.